Welcome to this special interview for Signal Integrity Journal. I'm Pat Hindle, and I'm talking with Jason Yoho, Vice President of Engineering at HyperLabs. Welcome, Jason.
Thank you, Pat.
So HyperLabs has been making broadband components for years for RF applications, but I'm not sure many people know that your ultra broadband RF components can be used for signal integrity applications. What are some of the devices that you sell that are used in signal integrity, and what type of performance are they capable of?
Well, just to start at the beginning, the component line at HyperLabs was created out of necessity. Dr. Augustin created a down converter, a harmonic mixer, and he needed a balun to run a single-ended differential into his component. So from that balun was eventually turned into a product. And that product line expanded once I joined in 2019. We make a broadband components up to 110 gigahertz for a wide variety of applications, one being signal integrity. So the importance of components with signal integrity is that they have a smooth frequency roll-off. This will give an exceptional time domain response, and a very nice edge and a flat top line is vital in signal integrity. So that's where the components that we make over the entire range of components can be used in signal integrity applications.
And HyperLabs also makes some interesting test and measurement equipment. The capabilities you have in that area that apply to the signal integrity market.
Dr. Augustin wanted to make low cost, high performance instruments such as time domain reflectometers and impedance analyzers. So as far as time domain reflectometry goes, that's also vital in signal integrity, where you can locate and see any impedance perturbations on your signal path. Same with the impedance analyzers, knowing that you have the right impedance of your traces, whether they be strip line or microstrip, CPW, all vital to make sure there's no perturbations, the impedances are matched for the highest quality signaling path.
And I think he kind of made those test equipment out of the necessity of, testing his components because they are so well designed. Also, your ultra broadband baluns are kind of your bread and butter and some of the best conforming components on the market. How are these used for signal integrity measurements, and what are the key performance parameters?
The key performance parameters of the balun itself is to make sure the two outputs, the balanced and unbalanced side, are amplitude match and phased match. So for differential signaling, this is very important and vital in the balun. As for our other components, we also, at no cost to our customers, we match components. So if you want a set of DC blocks or bias tees, we phase and amplitude match them at no cost. So as differential signaling needs to have, as you know, amplitude and phase match so that the differential signaling stays true.
And so I think you also developed a novel waveform generation technique using your components. Can you describe to us what that is and the advantages of that technique?
Well, that technique was a way of marketing our components for, say, somebody doesn't have a very expensive ARB. You can use our components to generate waveforms that otherwise would require a high expensive piece of equipment. That technique was initially produced by Jim Andrews back at Picosecond Pulse Labs, where a lot of HyperLabs employees previously worked. So we wanted to expand on Dr. Andrews' work and take it to higher frequency, which our components go to now.
And maybe you can wrap up by telling us, what are some of the future products or capabilities that you're working on to bring to market in 2024?
Dr. Augustin is an instrument guy at heart, and I was a component guy at heart. So the plan was to get a component line that we can use to make high-speed instruments. So we're developing a new platform that has a COM Express module and multi-lane FPGA so that we can expand the instrumentation line to things like pulse generators, ARBs, maybe sampling scopes and beyond. So the future instrumentation of HyperLabs will be on an uptick for sure.
Well, great. Thanks, Jason, for talking with me today about HyperLabs ultra broadband RF components and test equipment. It can be used for the signal integrity market. We'll keep in touch with you for future developments and maybe have you back on sometime. Thanks, everybody, for watching.